Welcome everybody! Oh, I can hear myself. That's a good sign. It means the audio is looking okay, but I need to make sure I don't hear myself too much, otherwise I get confused. But we are here with the SEA Best of the Best. It's the quarterfinals. We've got Titan up against Zero Latitude, also known as Team Sahara, as I like to call them, or Sahara Zero Latitude. But this is going to be a best of 3 quarterfinals to decide who goes on to the semifinals to meet Scythe. So Scythe Singapore, a tough opponent in the semifinals, but the SEA Best of the Best has prize money awarded to the top 3 teams. And well, this is going to be around $5,000 in prize money, I believe it is. Let me just quickly check on their website the actual prize breakdown for these teams. It is not showing to me. Where are we looking? Where are we looking, guys? But this has been an ongoing tournament for some time here. It's going to be $2,000 for first place, $1,000 for the runner-up, and $500 for the second runner-up, aka third place. Not to mention, all participants will all receive a Dota 2 Hero Clux. And the entire tournament is powered by NVIDIA. Big thanks to NVIDIA for coming on board, supporting this tournament, and of course, big thanks to eClub for hosting the event. But guys, we're live. Let me know how the audio is. It is a new, different setup for here on the BTS1 channel for now. We've got a temporary setup going because we've got Starlight up later on over in the main studio. So for now, I'm using a secondary setup. Dota 2 should not be muted. Okay, so
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
This is not where I normally say.
Hello
guys, Dota TV. Hello.
Dire team ban.
Oh man, I don't know if my my Dota TV microphone saying set up, guys. Those of you at Dota TV, I'll hopefully get things fixed for the next game. You can't hear me right now, I imagine. I do apologize if you can't hear me in Dota TV. But it's going to be
10 seconds remaining.
Titan over on the Dire side, Zero Latitude playing on the Radiant.
5 seconds remaining.
Kind of underrated upcoming Indonesian teams. As for Team Titan, they are the boys from Malaysia.
Reserve time.
In Southeast Asia, we've got Yamate in the captaincy, Extinct, KYXY, Net, and Ohio. You guys will recognize most of these names. Over the Zero Latitude side, we've got Indigo,
Radiant team ban.
Liberi, Fatali, and Navis. So some lesser known players here, but still players to look out for. Alrighty. I'm very quiet, apparently, someone's saying. Let me see if I can turn myself up a little bit. There we go.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see if that helps at all. Whoa! Dota 2's way louder than
5 seconds remaining.
Alrighty. Apparently I need to turn myself up a bit. Let's keep on going.
Reserve time.
Test, test. 1, 2, 3. That sounds a lot better. Well, at least to me. Alright guys, unfortunately there's 2-minute delay, so it makes troubleshooting these audio problems a bit of an issue, but this should be a little bit better now. I've turned myself up a lot. I can hear myself loud and clear, and hopefully should be underway. Alrighty guys, unfortunately whenever you guys tell me like it needs to go up or down, it does take 2 minutes for it to change, because I don't see it until 2 minutes afterwards. But we're now a couple picks into the draft here. We've got Titan on the Dire side with a Lycan Centaur as their opening picks. The Lycan's become an ever so popular pick in all seas, be it China, Southeast Asia, or even Europe. That's for Zero Latitude, the Shadow Shaman Invoker. So Invoker gets his way into the pool, and Shadow Shaman, one of the popular go-to supports, gets snagged up as well. But
reserve time.
Not really an unbeatable support. The hero's been doing well, especially well on the Dire side. But, well, I keep seeing people that tell me to turn my mic up, but it has not been 2 minutes yet, so I'll wait till that kicks in. I'm just making sure that people know to remind me in 1 to 2 minutes exactly how things sound. I'm going to make my Dota 2 sounds a bit lower once again. Let's see how that is. Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like where I sound. I can hear myself, so over the Dota 2 sounds. And yeah, we'll get ourselves into the game. So Titan, they ban out the Rubik, the Alchemist, to go with the AA and Batrider bands. As for Zero Latitude, they take out some of these strong supports. The Extinct Jungle Enchantress, the Visage. Another hero who loves to play Extinct Visage, man. That thing is world famous. And, well, we'll get ourselves into the game. I'm gonna be a bit sidetracked during this draft, guys, just since it's the best time to make sure my audio gets better. Yeah, for those of you wondering, I am using a different studio, a different setup, which is why not everything is configured perfectly. And, well, I'm letting people know on Skype. Consulting Twitch chat, never a good idea. Never a good idea. Alrighty. I see like 4 to 5 different people messaging me. In-game is too loud. Screw you, LD. Screw you. I'm gonna go even lower. There we go. There we go.
Reserve time.
Well, Naga Siren picked up by 0 latitude, so
Dire team
potentially
pick.
you're gonna be like split push carry type hero. And we look towards, well, it could always be the support. So they've got the option to run it both ways. A pretty flexy pick. And hopefully, guys, just keep the feedback coming. Reduce in-game volume by 20 to 30% and increase by my 5 to 10. Okay, I think I've done that since being told. I'll increase my mic even more. I'll go even louder.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, man. I'm on max. This feels good. Now I'm like
5
really loud and clear.
seconds remaining.
I'll turn the in-game down even a tiny bit more. I mean, all I have is a master. I may as well turn the master volume down. Okay, now in-game sound is definitely quite a bit quieter than me. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright. Shadow Demon picked up by Titan. So they've got a good setup, especially when before the Centaur gets a Blink Dagger, you can use the disruption to get him into the fight. And, well, they maybe look for a sort of strong roaming duo with the Shadow Demon. As it's going to be 0 latitude now with the 4th pick in their hands.
10 seconds remaining.
And a lot of people tell me it's a lot better. And I've made myself go louder since,
5 seconds remaining.
See how things go. Alrighty. Seems most people are pretty happy.
Reserve time.
Can't actually listen too much because I hear myself cast. It's really hard when you hear yourself talking in your own headphones. If you turn in like the playback in your headphones while you're using mic, that's what I'm doing while I cast, just so I can make sure the audio levels are okay. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm using the wrong unit response. Oh! I didn't even... What the fuck is this? I didn't know this existed. Unit speed volume. That's a thing. That's cool. I'm gonna turn up my audio a bit more.
10 seconds remaining.
You learn something new every day.
5
Learn something new every day. Mirana gets picked up by 0 latitude now. I haven't seen too much of these guys. I've seen their results. I've been casting SCA Best of the Best last week, yesterday as well. Haven't got to see this team, but I've seen this team get results, beat top tier teams, cause upsets, and just generally wreak havoc. So, we'll see exactly what they have up their sleeve here. This is the team that knocked Mineski out. Mineski lost their final match, and these guys advanced over Mineski. So, well... 0 latitude. They've got their first 4 picks out of the way, and Titan now. Still need a mid-hero as well as their secondary support. In-game voice is too loud. I wonder what other audio settings I don't know exist. Unit speech, voice volume. Voice volume is my voice. I do apologize to people on Dota TV. Yeah, there's currently no Dota TV audio. That's a whole new beast of a problem, which cannot be fixed right now. I'll fix it between games, or at least yell at LD and make him fix it. That's the hope at least. Hope there's an easy fix. And Titan pickup. Oh, the Sand King. This is gonna be a net Sand King. The best Sand King in Southeast Asia. That goes without saying. Potentially the best Sand King in Asia. I'd say someone like Chuan can play this hero pretty well, but I'm watching Net play this guy. I actually saw Chuan choke a lot. And there was that clip where Ice scouts him out with the Korean. Oh, I mean, that was some great play by Ice, but still at the same time, man, that's Chuan choking, being let down. Alright, I figured the unit speech settings, they toggled. We're good to go, guys. And Puck can be the last man from 0 latitude. So checking out some of these mid-heroes. Not to see exactly what Titan have in mind with their last pick for the mid lane. And I'm going to see a Slack banned by Titan. So
Radiant team
worried about a bit of an aggressive lineup coming from Zero Latitude. The Shadow Shaman, Naga Siren is a pretty strong support duo. Not something that's great to go into, not great for going offensive tri lane. Shadow Shaman, you kind of want to get the levels. He's more greedy style support, but if he gets the levels, if he gets a farm, then fantastic.
pick.
Alright. It seems people are happy. People are happy? Yes. Yes. Alright. I think we've got Bristleback, the last pick. So they're going to go with an offlaner, which makes it a Naga Siren, Mirana, Shadow Shaman, most likely as your tri lane. You could always put Bristleback there and run someone like a Mirana as a solo hero.
10 seconds
it looks
remaining.
Looks like things are pretty good to go. Apparently I don't have... Yeah, I don't have audio. Yeah, there's no Dota TV audio at the moment.
10 seconds.
I've messaged LD to let him know that we need
5
Dota TV fixed
seconds
after this
remaining.
game, guys. Do thank everyone for who supported the tournament for buying a ticket. That currently the setup is, well, not that. It's not set up. We're screwed. Alrighty, Storm Spirit for Titan. That's a good hero. I hope that's a Yamate hero for the mid lane. And it's going to be picked up by Yamate, so there's your solo mid. Get a Hayo in the offlane on the Centaur. Get KYXY, the new carry player for... Well, I say new. He's been playing carry for some time. And then you get your Extinct Neck support duo. This support duo is absolutely legendary. These guys took Orange deep in TI3. Pretty far in TI2 as well. Definitely a combo to look out for. Well, we'll see what comes next with these two lanes. I mean, the standard way to go this... definitely Titan want to go safe lane, tri lane. Lycan's kind of built for that. He can't really go offensive. The question is Zero Latitude look to send someone like a Bristleback 1v1 against Centaur. They can put the tri lane up top, or even they put them around a 1v1 against Centaur. Not really a great 1v1 hero, but if they want to try and shut down this Lycan a hero who doesn't deal great with tri lane versus tri lane,
Prepare
that's where they
for
look to send
battle.
heroes top. Whoa, my scroll is backwards. What is this? This is like some wacky stuff going on. Where's my smooth drag? Oh, there's my beautiful, beautiful smooth drag. Makes me so happy. If it wasn't for smooth drag, I could not sleep well at night. Oh, smooth drag. Yeah, you touch me good, smooth drag. I know, it is going to be the offensive tri lane. Indigo going to be going up there on the Naga Siren. Jesus, that's fast. Let's get this camera speed down. Alrighty. I think we're maybe finally good. Let's see. Whoa, like it, man. Don't feed those. Rana? No, doesn't get it. I think he resummoned. Just to make sure of it.
30
Yeah.
seconds.
Resummon, use the mana. He's going to go back to heal. Get a bit of mana points back. And we'll introduce our two teams now. Let's get ourselves underway, guys. We're here. It's a best of 3. It's the quarterfinals. SEA, best of the best. Winner advances to the semifinals, meets Scythe. Loser gets knocked out, goes home, or stays at home. In the case of most players, as they're already playing from home. But it's going to be Team Zero Latitude on the Radiant side. We've got Indigo on the Naga Siren, Zephyr playing the support Shadow Shaman. And that's a tri lane with a Mirana in the hands of Ams. Over in the middle lane, we're going to see Invoker being played by Nivis. And finally, in the safe lane farming role, it's going to be Liberi Fatali on the Bristleback. Over on the Titan side, the team from Malaysia, we're going to look at KYXY playing a safe lane Lycan. Over in the towards the middle lane, we've got Net playing a support Sand-King. I can't even click heroes. What is this weird setup of mine? And we've got Yamate, NWP, playing a solo mid Storm Spear. We're going to see Shadow Demon Extinct in the offlane supporting for now. And then finally Centaur in the hands of a Hayo. Boots first. He's got supports coming down here with him. And it looks like both teams have pretty much gone offensive tri lane. Lycan is not going to have a fun time once he finds his supports here. Oh, he's scouting him. Next level. Why are you so good? KYXY. Why couldn't you be so good at TI3 around Aegises? Come on, man. Well, Titan now. 1v1 mid matchup pretty even. The Invoker versus Storm Spirit. It looks like we may see a first blood bottom lane, though. Bristleback in all sorts of trouble. He's level 1. He's got no passive. He's only got the Quill Spray. He's going to go down. Shadow Demon picks up the first blood. Good way to start things off. And there we go. LD explaining. LD disband. No reban. No copy paste Areno. Disband Areno. Let's get it. Let's get trending. As Lycan going to start just pulling away here. This is all he can really do. He does not want to go anywhere out. A Shackles and Arrow. Naga Siren and Snare once he hits level 2. Right now he's just level 1 Riptide. He's just going to contest this, and he's being pretty damn annoying. Gets a last hit. He's also leeching this experience. Not so much hurting the Lycan XP, but also getting the XP himself, because he wants hit at level 2. Bristleback, man. You be careful, bottom. One more disruption could spell your death, but Shadow Demon actually rotate towards mid. Here we go. Extinct with boots already after that first blood. He's going to be looking for some more aggression. And then Mirana. Bassy already up in the top lane. This is your standard Mirana. So he gets the Bassy for the tri-lane. We'll go back probably just for some phase, drums, standard type items. And Shadow Demon and Sand King just still lurking around, really hoping to try to get a kill in this mid lane. The Invoker's gone 2 quas, no Wex just yet, so we can't see any Ghost Walk picked up. And, well, this support's still singing here in the jungle. Sand King, you don't normally want to stack your enemy neutrals, but if Sand King can hit level 3, get level 2 Sandstorm, he can kill that pretty easily. And I guess the main worry is if someone else comes in, like the Bristleback, who's actually pretty good at killing stacks. And he could easily look to ninja that. So Yamate for now, mid lane, already has his bottle up. He's winning this CS battle in mid. 17, 18, and 9 to the 6-0 of Invoker. Absolute destroy. Tried to cold snap a creep. Sad days for Nivis. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. And when those desperate measures don't pay off, I don't know what the hell you do next. He's going to start tornadoing creeps. You go for the cold snap last hit and you miss it. That is... that's next level. Oh, I don't know. That's previous level. That's definitely previous level. We're going to see the Sand King find the Bristleback here. Level 2 in the Quill Spray. He's going to block this pull. Takes the drag himself, which means Bristleback won't get this pull off. And Centaur now. He's got his Sprinkle Boots up in this off lane, so Ahayo's looking, yeah, pretty nice here. He's doing just fine. He's going to try to get that blink up as fast as possible, because right now KYXY, the actual carry, is not getting really any farm here. Ooh, Bristleback going to walk into this gank here. He could be in trouble. He's only got the 1 point in the passive. There's your disruption to start things off. We'll see a stun to follow. It's going to be the Sand King first. The Centaur's there as well. The Chain Stun is perfect, and pretty straightforward kill going the way of Titan. That's where the Bristleback just can't afford to get cut out at all. Even with a level 2 passive in Bristleback there, he almost definitely still goes down. There was just nothing to be made out of that one, and the regen rune going to spawn, so possibly going to go Yamate's way. He's got the bottle up 27 and 16 to the 8-0 of Invoker. Holy moly. Yep. Alright. Do apologize for everyone who wants to listen to Dota TV. We'll get this sorted in due time. Sand King. Unfortunately, level 1 Sandstorm just not great for jungling. It's not permanent, as in you don't have the duration is not longer than the cooldown. At level 2, you're fine. Like level 2, you get the 30-second cooldown and 40-second duration. So you can be permanently Sandstorm. Unfortunately, not the case. NWP, Yamate. At the mid lane. Still just absolutely crushing. Invoker does have phase boots now. So he can hopefully last hit better. 24 bonus damage. Well, Yamate's still getting aggressive here. Trying to just keep this Invoker pushed out of the lane as possible. He's at level 6. Invoker's still level 5. Yikes. Yikesy yikes. Bristleback going for a bit of a pull here. He should be okay for the time being. It looks like Naga Siren, seeing just how much trouble this mid lane is in, is thinking, maybe I need to rotate. Maybe he's going to help bottom, but for now, hovering around this middle lane. And Nivis is needing all the help he can get in this mid lane. Really just struggling to find any sort of a farm here against Yamate, who's just absolutely destroying him in CS. 34 last hits with 20 denied. He hasn't even got anything fancy. He's going to go in. He actually scouts out Indigo. He's got a regen rune, so that was just purely scouting. Goes to the low ground, pops a regen. Full bound again. He can almost look to go back in, do a bit more chip damage. He's got treads coming out as well. Yamate is just all over this lane. And this is one sad Voka. He's a sad boy. It's 2 kills to nothing in favor of Titan. They were definitely the favorites coming into this series. Definitely, and probably the favorites to take it fairly convincingly. As Haste Rune is picked up by Yamate on the Storm Spirit, so he can look to rotate to help out top, help the Lycan get some room, but for now he's just happy destroying this Invoker. And as things stand, there we go, Sanking back to his jungle. He's got the level 2 Sandstorm. I like this. Stack the enemy neutrals. That's, you know you're in a good position when you can stack your enemy neutrals and farm them. I guess the supports are happy just to keep the pressure bottom. Keep getting kills on Bristleback. Lycan's getting like enough out of this top lane. He's got 17 CS, and end of the day, like that's decent considering he's up against the trial lane. Nagasaran left this lane already. He's actually gone to the neutrals looking for some stacking, but if Sanking finds it, he just swoops in, takes it himself, and Centaur very close to a Blink Dagger. That's where he picks it up, goes and helps these other lanes. He can TP mid, TP top, and almost guaranteed to get some sort of a kill. Speaking of kills, they're ready to dive this Bristleback. Let's see if there's a TP on many of these heroes. Mirana with one. Shadow Shaman also. So there's multiple TPs on the Radiant side. So if they dive this Bristleback, expect TP rotation. They'll try and contest it. They won't let him go down without a fight. There's Disrupting coming. There's a Soul Catcher. Here come your TPs. Invoker's going to be the first one. There should be a double, triple TP. It's actually the Naga Siren. But they'll see multiple TPs. Ahaya going to throw a stun. He may just Stampede out of this. When he gets Cold Snapped up, that's a better Cold Snap. Stampede in is the Sand King. He's looking for this Bristleback. He's going to get shackled up. Titan going to lose 2 here in the bottom lane. The mass TPs, that's one of those things. They need to check who are TPs. Who could actually come to that and turn that fight around. And nicely played by Zero Latitude. Get a nice little counter gank to turn things. And unfortunately for them, they're still just getting horribly out-farmed in a lot of these other lanes. Kill the Centaur's going to slow down his Blink Dagger by a bit. He was actually up to 1900 gold, but... Oh, Yamate. He's found possibly a kill here. Envis in trouble. Storm going to zip in one more time. Needs one more remnant. He'll get the kill. Can he even get 2 out of this? Yamate. He's got 3 bottle charges. He's going to start going through this. Indigo on the run, though. Can he actually get in range? Not going to get the right click. Needed the overload charge for the slow. Backs off for now. Not going for heavy overload. Normally you see the Storm Spirits... like in general, get a few more points in the overload here. Just a level 1 remnant and more points in overload. A bit more cost effective with your mana. But Yamate, man, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm definitely not one to question what he does in the mid lane. And he's going to find himself an Invis rune. He's getting every single rune this game. I have not... He's gotten the last 3 runes at least. The 4, the 6, the 8 minute rune. I'm not sure about the 2 minute rune, but that's one of those, well, he'd rather just stay in lane farming than go get a rune that early on. And wow, man, these CS, these denies as well. 17 denies on Centaur, 24 on your Storm Spirit. A pretty crushing display of dominance in the laning stage from Titan. But there's still 2 kills, oh, well, 2 kills to 3. As that Storm Spirit did pick up that 3rd kill for Titan just recently. And now we look at the Centaur with the Blink Dagger. KYXY getting close to his lads. And I wonder what this Centaur, where he looks to go. The highest level 7, so he's got the maxed out double edge, 2 points in the hoof stomp. Anyway, he sort of thinks to gank, should be able to find some kills here. Not really the best counter ganker. Invoker's your counter ganker with the tornado, but if you want to go on him, then you start finding kills. There's Sand King going to get himself some more farm. Looks like there's pings towards the mid lane. Now you're probably thinking he wants to use this first blink initiation to great use. Who can he actually find? We'll see if he can get this Invoker maybe at the mid lane. Oh, Yamate's got an Invis. Do you even need the Blink Dagger? They're going to wait for it, but he could almost just Stampede in with a pull. But they'll do it the safe standard way. Yamate actually comes out of Invis. Maybe Invoker's going to be like, oh, I'm safe now. Oh, we'll see just how safe you are in a second. Is there smokes? There is. Shadow Demon may want to just use one for the Centaur, just so we can get down without being spotted. And Nivis, he's got caught up a bit. Had a really slow start, but he's up to 27 CS. He's still being doubled by Yamate. But the fact is, he's got some alright farm for himself now. And here goes the smoke. Ring around the Rosie. They'll go through the trees. Actually, no, they'll go straight down the mid lane. Is there going to be a blink stun here? Yep, there's a zip in. Oh, actually overshoots it. The Tornado going to catch up too. Nicely played from the Invoker. They botched that one. That was a terrible game. Absolutely terrible execution, but they will get a 2-hero hoof stomp here. They may just bring down the Naga Siren. Centaur will pay this one with his life. He won't even get the Naga, and Bristleback kills the Shadow Demon. What were Titan thinking with that one? They executed so poorly. That should have been the kill on the Invoker, and then they just somehow decided to fight rather than just retreat once they failed. They hung around. Centaur thought, okay, let's go back in. Pop a double edge. Not really taking into consideration how much damage he'll inflict on himself. Even if he kills the Naga Siren there, it was never going to be worth it. And Titan just throw away 2 kills. So many things not looking as good for them. KYXY top lane in trouble as well. He can pop the ulti, but the Cold Snap not locking him in place as well. One more Quill Spray finishes him off, and nicely played. Zero Latitude. These guys are punishing mistakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is Titan kind of overextending, making mistakes, but Zero Latitude are responding and counter-ganking just absolutely perfectly right now. Blink, stun. Ooh, Bristleback could be in trouble. I think his passive actually blocked a lot of that double edge. He's trying to fight his way out of this one. But, oh, a couple more right clicks would be needed. Not going to get it. Ahio did not get the full damage from that double edge. He caught him out from behind largely. If he just repositioned, got the Bristleback from in front, I think he could have maybe got that kill. Bristleback still had a lot of magic one-charges, so you had to get him with the full double edge damage. There was no let him live on 50 HP, because then he pops the magic wand, gets himself out of there. And Yamate's got his first Oblivion Staff, so no matter how things have kind of turned for the better for Zero Latitude, there's still a lot of farm and some big item pickups coming the way of Titan. They're not there yet. They've still got some time to go. Lycan getting closer and closer to his medallion. The Orchid coming soon for your Storm. Sand King, though, Blink Dagger up in just a couple hundred gold. So we're looking at a 12-13 minute blink. And Sand King going to find a haste ring here at top. Yamate drops some items in the shop. We'll pick up his Oblivion Staff TP Scroll as well. See, there's a decent chunk of items here coming his way. Even drops another branch. That's efficiency. Picks up the branch just to sell it. 27 gold, man. That's a creep kill. You don't mess around with one creep kill. That could be the difference between a buyback or no buyback. 30 minutes from now, when like your base is being sieged and a buyback could win you the game. And that 27 gold. Remember that, guys. Alrighty. As things stand, KYXY not willing to risk going to the Roshan pitches yet. He doesn't have the medallion as well, so soloing Roshan pretty tricky without the medallion, or just not very quick. That's where they can swoop in, and you also have to use just invest a lot to actually get the kill. But he'll have the medallion, it looks like, coming out shortly. And we'll have to see if he sneaks into Roshan or just looks to push out some lanes first and go for Roshan when he feels it's a bit safer. Next synced at top, just waiting around, hoping this Bristleback maybe pokes out once more. But for now, nothing really stirring in the top lane. Nothing really stirring anywhere. Zero Latitude are grouped as 4 at bottom. Only the Bristleback not here, and to see if Zero Latitude will actually get this tower. It's currently not being really defended here. Serpent Lords go down, Arrow going to go flying. There's creeps in the way. They ski the Sand King though. Oh, the Arrow, while off the mark, spotted a very important thing, and that's the Sand King in these trees. Not to mention, I think they saw he's got a Blink Dagger. When they see him there, they're thinking, okay, he's only there because he's got Blink. If you don't have Blink, you don't hide there. And they stop their push immediately. They back off. Well played with that Arrow. Whether he meant to, I mean, I don't think he really meant to. He was definitely looking to try hit an arrow behind the tower up in this area. But it just so happened to give some much needed vision of what the Sand King was up to. And he's still hiding in the trees. I'd almost like to see another arrow be thrown and try and find the Sand King. Well, they're swooping around once more, and a lot of this movement is being spotted. There is a dire observer here at the bottom river. Yamate, he's on the prowl now. He's hit level 11, so he's actually doing really well, all things considered. I mean, he's 1-0, so I'm not sure what things we're actually considering here, but more considering the fact his teammates are feeding a little bit. KYXY going to pop the ultimate just to escape the top. Was in a little bit of danger if he went for this tower. That was like where last time he went for this tower, overextended, paid for it with his life, and now we'll see Zero Latitude. They'll get the tower tonight. Lycan Wolves. Oh! And Invoker gets a kill mid lane with the help of Ahio. That was your Blink Stun initiation, and Yamate uses a good chunk of mana, gets a kill though, and Lycan gets the tower top, so that's more like it from Titan. Bit of flair and pizzazz coming out from these guys. And Centaur on the move through the enemy jungle, looking for some more. Ahio's not done. The big friendly giant not looking too friendly right now in this Centaur Warrener. Well, Shadow Demon, hoping maybe for a disruption setup, or maybe they just go straight into a Blink Stun. Yeah, Blink Stun, Stampede. Oh, the Hoofstomp's gonna miss! Oh, they may still get this kill. They need detection. They've got a dust here for this. They can pop it. They will do so. Sand King has a Burrow Strike in a couple seconds. Should be able to finish off the kill. Does do so. It's a TP in from the Invoker. He's actually dishing out a decent amount of damage. Can he finish off a high? I'm not sure if he really can here. There's still Magic Stick. We'll pop the Magic Stick. That saves his life. Sand King got another Burrow Strike in 2-3 seconds. Needs to go in through. Try to get the block. Won't go for it. Decides too risky under the tower. Centaur going to blink out. Didn't have mana for a stun. Could have gone for like a Blink double edge, but that would have been some big YOLO suicidal plays. And Lycan gets a 2 towers at top. Wowzers. Alright, that's better for Titan. Much, much better for Titan. Well, they get themselves... Yeah, you can see. They were even terms and not doing too well. Like, they gave away 2-3 kills in a row. Gave away a tower to the Radiant. But suddenly, those kills, those towers, and they go from even game to like a 7k gold lead. This last 3 minutes has been fantastic for Titan. As, oh, Storm Spirit, bottom lane. Just went a bit over his head there. He's going to get punished. And Zero Latitude looking to maybe fold this up with a bit of a tier 1 tower push at bottom. The Sand King still has epicenter. Can he get into that good position in the trees again without being spotted? For now, it looks like he's not going to try go for it. He's just going to show himself, maybe look to stun out this creep wave, push it out a bit. Centaur nearby as well. He's got a blink dagger, almost completed his mech as well, and once that mech's up, Titan's teamfight gets a whole lot scarier. So they're looking for an engagement here. They're going to drop the Serpents under this bottom tier 1 tower. Blink, Burrow Strike, Centaur goes in as well. They can't get the burst damage off. Ahaya now gets arrowed in the front lines. He's going to go down. He pays the price. Serpent just zoning out the rest of Titan. And now we're going to see Shadow Demon go down as well. Storm was dead for the... He respawns there then. It looks like Shadow Shaman died at base. Okay. Died to the Shadow Demon Purge maybe. Yeah, it looks like the Shadow Demon Demonic Purge finished off the Shadow Demon in the Shadow Shaman in the fountain.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Shadow Demon even getting the experience and gold for that one since he was still alive. Not the biggest loss for Titan. Like, it's a 2-for-1 trade. They're going to go back in for some more here. Neck gets a lot of damage at him with the Orchid completed. Mirana takes a fall. They can farm these Serpent Wards if they really want, but I think they decide they're just a bit too low for it. And Yamate, he's in business now with this completed Orchid. Well, this is a bit of a worry for Zero Latitude. This Storm is starting to snowball. Not to mention Lycan, who was up against a trailing, is suddenly looking on track with as far as what he needs item-wise. He's going to have the Necrobook coming into play soon. And now it looks like he may look to sneak into the Roshan pit. He's not even really sneaking at this point. He could just walk in there, and with his damage output, with the protection of a Sand King Epicenter Blink, it's pretty hard to defend Roche from the Radiant side. Prevent Titan from taking it. Titan now hovered around here. Looks like they're smoked up as well. But for now, Lycan just happy to be poised mid lane, pushing things out. And Centaur has completed his mech now, so both teams with a mech at this point. Bristleback for the Radiant, Centaur for the Dire. So they're equal in that terms, but as far as items elsewhere goes, Storm has the big item. He's got the Orchid. Nothing really comparable for this Radiant team. Your Carry Mirana's got phase drums. Your Invoker's got a Force Staff, which is a kind of nice utility item, but nowhere comparable to an Orchid. Orchid allows Storm to almost solo kill anyone on the map. The Invoker's probably the trickiest because of that Force Staff, as well as having 1100 HP. But outside the Invoker, most of these heroes can be solo killed by a Storm. Bristleback's a bit debatable as well. He's got a mech, treads, decent HP, as well as just the heal boost from a mech, but anyone else, this Storm will be looking. Oh, Naga's actually going pretty tanky too. Treads, Ogre Club. Alright, why not? Now KYXY decides it's safe. Let's go into the Roshan pit. Cue KYXY Aegis joke. Well, bottom tier 1 tower will go down, and Yamate, he's got his Ogre Club working on his BKB. Just 600 gold away from this one. It looks like Titan have no interest in defending top. They'll give up a tier 1 tower. They'll pressure this tier 2. Moonlight Shadow even being used here? They're not even TPing with this. Like, you maybe see a Moonlight Shadow just so they can TP in bot and have some cover of Nightfall, but they're just going to casually throw this Moonlight Shadow out. And it looks like KYXI will get the Aegis, and they're going to go for a tier 2 for a tier 2. Serpent Ward's being dropped here, so tower trades are equal. Both teams getting 2 towers out of it, but Titan also get themselves an Aegis. But considering Zero Latitude's position, they're kind of behind. They're not really farming all too well. This is probably an okay trade to make. They don't really want to try and fight Titan, but Titan do want to fight them. Sand King's here with a... Well, the tower's already down, so it may be too late. Titan will struggle to actually find him. When the Tornado going to get dodged. Nice Blink Dagger from Net. But here comes the Ahaya Blink. He's also got a Stampede. The Observer will spot him out. Can he actually chase one down here? KYXY's nearby as well. He's got an Aegis. The smoke wave immediately revealed. A bit of an ambitious smoke there. Didn't even catch out the entire Zero Latitude team, but for now, Storm Spirit not in the neighborhood. He's still bottom lane. So both teams getting the tier 2, and we'll look at KYXY. It looks like he's probably got a second Necro, maybe? Yeah. Necrobook 2. And with Aegis on their side for the next 5 minutes, they can even consider pushing high ground. Like, you get the Necro 3 up, you've got a Storm with a BKB, so in a couple minutes time they'll have Necro 3, Storm BKB, and it's definitely a reality pushing high ground. And considering right now Zero Latitude are very lacking on vision. This is mostly Dire vision around the map, in the jungle, in the lanes. Radiant have nice... Their vision's all in the Dire jungle. And that means when Titan are up in the Radiant Zero Latitude jungle, there's nothing to spot them out or track their movements. These Observer Wards, in some ways, they're not really offensive Observer Wards. Well, it's more Zero Latitude of playing in defensive position, and that's where you need wards that match your opponent's movements. And Titan just aren't spending time in their own jungle. Like this isn't really seeing much. It sees KYXY maybe farming away, so they know if they pick a fight bottom, there's no Lycan, but I don't know if that necessarily means you try and pick a fight. It's actually Sand King bottom, a mid lane who they find. He goes down. Not what you were hoping for from Net. Getting caught out in no man's land, really. And, well, let's see. Zero Latitude. Maybe try to follow this up with a tower. They've got the Serpent Wards. Will they drop them right off the bat? They will do so, even without much creep coverage here. They'll just tank it up with the heroes, and this tower actually taking a lot of damage. Will take a fall, perhaps, unless Titan can get it soon. X-Sync's on the move. He wants to try and get in there, but it looks like the tower already gone. Tower gets destroyed. Radiant with the last hit, so nicely played. Zero Latitude have taken 5 towers. They're 5 towers apiece right now. And that's something I think speaks more to Titan, just not defending towers well, because they're the ones who've been in control of this game. You're against the Serpent Ones of the Shadow Shaman, but still, you think they'd have a slightly better job defending these towers, and Courier, dead. Okay. Come on, Titan. That's not good. BKB gets picked up, and oh, that just means Lycan even can't get his Necro 3, unless he wants to walk all the way home, which he may just do just so they can push while they've got the Aegis. Because his Necro 3 cannot make its way out. And they've got a Storm with a BKB timing. This is really when you want to fight. You do not want to just be sitting around. You've got Aegis, you've got BKB on your Storm. You want to come and try to take some clashes. Miranda does pick up a BKB, but Miranda is not really hitting hard. This will just give some extra survivability. But if you get caught by a Blink Burrow Strike or a Blink Hoof Stomp, you could be dead even with a BKB. That's where Storm can even go for a zip pull. Not like you've got a Lincolns or anything to block that initial pull. They get the pull off, you follow it up with a Blink Stun, and you're gone. Looks like a Moonlight Shadow. Is that what I heard? Yep. Right on the front lines. Who we're going to be looking for here? Want to try find some of these squishy heroes like the Sand King, the Shadow Demon. That's the kind of the prey you want. Nagasaren does have a song if they want to try and use that to set things up. KYX on the front lines, but he is not the target you want. And now the Moonlight Shadow wears off. They're going to go... Yeah, they're going to ignore KYX. So they're trying to get the back lines here. They find Net here on the Sand King. He gets completely mana, but he can't actually go in here. He can't even pop his Arcane Boots, but the Storm Spirit's taken out one. He's taken out two now. Yamate just going ham here with the BKB. TP out with a Song of the Siren to cover. They've lost 3 and took out absolutely no one. KYXY still has the Aegis. They had the right idea there. Try and bring down the Sand King first. Don't let him get off any spells, and he ultimately did get off an Epicenter with the help of the Arcane Boots, it looks like. And Titan now will get the T2 tower, possibly even look for the high ground. Necrobooks will be on cooldown, so maybe they decide this is going to be a bit too tricky, and it looks like they're just going to back off for the time being. A high going to TP home. He's got a full staff. Great item progression coming out from the Titan offlaner. And now we look towards the entire Titan team getting a lot of farm. 2k gold on net. He can get a full stuff of his own almost. KYXY is well up to his Necrobook 3. And could even be start thinking about his own BKB. Well, for Zero Latitude, they've got to start taking some chances. Go for these big smokes. You see smoke picked up by the Shadow Shaman. Naga has one as well. They need to try find pickoffs or at least try and split Titan up. Not allow them to just group as 5 and go for another push. Because if they get to go for a push while they've still got Aegis, which is only 1 minute left, Titan could potentially get Raxus. But for now, it looks like that's not going to be the case. They're going to wait for the Necro 3 for KYXY, which means waiting for the crew to respawn. And, well, Zero Latitude. They picked up the Ultimate Omnivorous on the Invoker, so we'll be looking at a Scythe of Vice build coming out. It's going to be Titan just slowing things down for a bit. And when you've got a lead like this, slowing things down is well, generally a good thing more than a bad thing. It just allows you to take control in a strategic manner. Starve out your opponents, gain map control. They've got the gem on the Shadow Demon so they can de-ward most of the map, and they are in a position where they can just starve Zero Latitude. Don't give them any kills, because this is where Zero Latitude will get desperate. They'll go for these kind of smoke ganks, and if these smoke ganks find absolutely no one, because Titans slow down the game, play a bit more passive, get map control, then suddenly, well, Zero Latitude are wasting their time. They're not really getting much. Now we're going to go flying mid, not going to land. Even if it does land, KYXY has Aegis here, so he almost wants to die. This Aegis is about to expire. Well, he doesn't want to. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose it mid-fight, and it looks like we'll see this time any second now. As Titan will not have this Aegis for much longer. 5 seconds left, so Roshan respawning in 2 to 5 minutes time. Set your watches. That's what Titan are doing right now. That next Aegis is going to be the timing window for them to go high ground to get Raxus, or at least that's going to be their next objective. Well. Centaur at the bottom lane. He's got that 4 staff up his own. Storm Spirit's going to be going for a Scythe of Vice, it looks like, but could even be a Lincoln's here against Shadow Shaman, against an Invoker Hex. Lincoln's never a bad idea. He did a little bit of a mana regen as well as HP regen from the Perseverance. KYXY is spotted here farming, so Zero Latitude may look to disengage bottom. They know Lycan's not here, but they still need 5. It's like you can't just say, oh, there's no Lycan, let's engage, and then go in with like 3 heroes, and you find yourself 3v4. You've got to get all 5 if you want to try and do a plan like that, and even then, like, your actual damage output is not that impressive. You need... I don't even know if you can win a 5v4 fight. If X-Sync gets off good defensive disruptions, if Titan hit their stuns, the Hoof Stomp, the AoE Hoof Stomp, as well as a Burrow Strike, then it's not going to work as well. Oh, Storm Spirit scouts him out. They're running at him through the jungle, and he does scout him out with his Remnant. Lycan's not here just yet. He's still up near the top jungle. He's got 3.7k gold, so that's a BKB and 200. I imagine that's what he's going to be leaning towards here. Unless he wants to go for more of a glass cannon. Pick up something like a Desolator. Another way to tank up is always the Harder Tarrasque. Harder Tarrasque, never a bad option as well. As Yamate poised over this mid lane, waiting for a chance to jump. May look to go in. It's going to be the Shadow Shaman. He gets forced out the way. That's going to keep him alive a bit longer, but there's still enough mana to keep on zipping in. The Ball Lightning doing enough work here. The BKB from Yamate will help him bring down another hero. They lose the Naga Siren as well, and it looks like the Mirana forced to leap out with a BKB. Use Necrobook 3s out as well, so with a Necrobook 3 summon, they may just try to push down this mid lane. Who needs Aegis? As there we go. Creep wave is going to be coming soon. They run a bit low on mana though, unfortunately, and that's where they haven't got that many Arcane Boots outside of the Sand King, and it looks like they're going to just retreat for the time being. Where's our Roshan timer? It's going to be about a minute 50. Minute and a half maybe from right now, which is okay. Could have been worse for Titan, and they're in no rush. They slow things down. They'll keep things slow for now. Meanwhile, on the top lane, KYXY. What did he actually pick up? Was that the BKB? Yes, it was. He's got the BKB. And, well, with this, Titan don't have to wait for ages. That's the other thing at this point in the game. They've got BKB on their 2 core heroes. They've got the mech. They've got 4 staffs on their side for the mobility. They're just looking really strong in general. And that's now up to 3k gold. Storm completes the Scythe of Ice. If there was ever any question whether they could fight or not fight with Aegis, then that Scythe of Ice answers that. And a higher up bottom lane, well... No, gotta be a bit careful here. KYXY gonna get a lot of his mana drained. Actually pops the ultimate. This is a level 3 ulti, so it's got a fairly short cooldown, but where's the detection? Shadow Demon does have a gem, and, well, he may look to poke his head back in. Ahio's here with a Blink Stun. Is he actually going to look to go in? Decides against it. Not going to go for now. Titan's still split between these lanes. They've got a few heroes top, they've got a few heroes mid. Storm going to zip in with a Centaur Blink Stun. They want the Bristle back. The Song of the Siren going to help things out there. That arrow could have hit Xing. Maybe they want to try to go for that when they drop the Servant Ones now. The arrow just got too rushed. They need the arrow for this fight. Yamate just going to pop his BKB. He's going to go zipping in. Can't really kill off anyone though. The BKB not really properly used here. Didn't want to. If he zips to the high ground with his BKB, he gets out of mana. And that's where, well, maybe you get a kill, maybe you don't. But you're in a lot of trouble, even with BKB up, if you're out of mana and have to walk your way out. Lycan forced to pop his BKB, his Shapeshift come back up. He wants the Shadow Shaman, he'll get the Shadow Shaman. Next up's the Bristleback, he's taking a lot of damage here on the front lines. Already out of mana, Storm going to go zipping and zipping far. The Ball Lightning catching out the Naga Siren with Song of the Siren on cooldown. That'll be a straightforward kill. NWP Yamate, he may take a fall here. The Cold Snap blocking him in place. He needs to get this Tower Aggro off him. He's got the Ball Lightning, will dodge a bit of damage in. That'll keep him alive for the time being. Lycan going to rotate towards the mid lane. The 2 supports, the only ones to actually take a fall right now. As it looks like Bristleback does a bit of self-inflicted damage by killing off the Necrobook. And Titan, they back off. They've done all they can in the enemy base. They get a couple kills, they do a bit of damage. Just a couple hundred to the top tower. A couple hundred to the mid tower. And now they're going to say, look, let's just get Roche. Play safe. Don't need to do anything too ballsy, too risky. This game's in the bag. It's a 14-9 kill lead, but more importantly, it's about a 13-14k gold lead. Experience, I imagine, similar story. Yeah, even worse, almost up to the 20k mark. Invoker will have a Scythe of Ice in like 1k-ish. But not entirely sure, even with a Scythe of Ice, that they can turn, like, they can even turn a fight around of any kind. The Storm Spirit, if he gets the BKB off, it's all over from there. And this time around, there's going to be an Aegis. Possibly on the Storm? This is only... Okay, only the second Aegis of the game. I'm wondering if you give the Aegis to the Storm or the Lightning Arrow. Going to go flying in, helps them out a little bit. Hits Roshan. Yamate zips back in, and he's going to take the Aegis. He's the most vulnerable. He sees that this Hex is coming for the Invoker and decides that the Aegis will be better on him. The Lycan, much tankier. He's got up to 2.2k HP. So he's not too worried about himself dying. And now Yamate straight down the mid lane. He looks to lead his team. They've got 4 here. They need 5. Come on, KYXY. What are you doing? come with your team. He's going to summon. He's sending his Necrobook there. You need those for the push to the high ground, but he's just looking to get some map control, deward as much as possible, even with the gem up there. A bit of extra detection doesn't hurt, and like in KYX, they've got 5 minutes still. They've only just picked up the Aegis. Sand King picks up a BKB now, so they've got the Aegis. They can wait a couple more items. Assault Crest coming soon for KYX1. I think that's the main reason they're stalling, not pushing just yet. It looks like he's about 500 gold short. Has a plate mail Assault Crest recipe with the 2.8k gold. Needs another sort of 300-400. And there's no Ancients there for him to farm, so getting that 300 or 400 gold will be tricky. With that said, I don't feel they desperately need an Assault Crest here. But there's going to be a bit of engagement mid lane. In goes Net here with the BKB. He's going with the Epicenter. He's going to catch it a few hits. Looks like the Invoker will take a fall. Can they get any more here? The Naga Siren. Some of the Siren kicking in, but now it's worn off here. The Blink Sun actually off the mark here. Higher. Bit uncharacteristic there with that miss here. And it looks like the Naga Siren will end up going down to Yamete with one more right click. Completely out of mana. Not going to matter nonetheless here. And that was all without a Lycan. That was that 5v4 kind of clash. And Lycan shows up, Necrobook up in 10 seconds, his Assault Crest probably almost up as well, just needs to fly it out. Arrow catches out Yamete, but he's got Aegis, and there's no follow-up. Blink Stun, gonna catch out the Invoker, the Hoofstop double edge there as well, and Nivis brought down as well, and he's gonna be in trouble as well. The Hex is there, the pull to fall, and he takes a fall. One by one they all fall down, much like the Humpty Dumpty himself. And now Titan gonna get the mid-tier 3 tower. The GG is called, game 1 goes to Titan, a best of 3 though guys, so Zero Latitude are not out just yet. It is single elimination, but a best of 3 quarterfinals. So Titan get the 1-0 lead in this best of 3. They'll be looking to seal the deal here, take the series. They've got a matchup up against Scythe Singapore should they win. So definitely looking forward to that potential matchup, a Titan vs Scythe showdown. But for now, guys, Titan up 1-0, and they've got to win one more game of this best of 3 to get to that semi-final, which will be our next matchup today. Winner of this series up against Scythe, so be it Zero Latitude or Titan. Zero Latitude down 1-0. We're going to see if they can come back, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Game 2 of Titan vs Zero Latitude of the Southeast Asian Best of the Best tournament will continue.